another video. So this video, what I'm gonna do for you is I'm just gonna do a little update on my t-shirt collection. So just something fun to do, you know, just show you what I got, talk about them a little bit, that kind of thing. Some of these might be repeats. I'd have to go back and look at that video. So if they end up showing up again, I apologize. But since they're here, might as well talk about them anyway. So we're gonna start with this one. This one might be a repeat, actually, now that I think about it. So this is Hideous Divinity. This is a band from Italy. This is probably one of the best death metal bands that I've heard that has come out like recently within the past 10 years. So if you guys have not heard Hideous Divinity, definitely check them out. They freaking rule. That's the back. One Day I Will Drink From Your Skull. I actually got this at, I think they were on tour with, I believe it was Cryptopsy. And I ended up picking up one of their shirts there. So yeah, it was really cool to get this shirt. Bunch of cool guys, a lot of fun. Just incredibly grateful, you know, for all their fans and, you know, people like me that come out and support them and love them to pieces. Check them out, like I said. This one, you guys are pretty familiar with that one probably. That's DSI self-titled, their debut album. And that's the back side. The back is really, really cool. DSI, I had kind of, I don't want to say like a love-hate relationship. It was one of those bands, it was just kind of tough for me to get into when I was younger. I did have, I started with the Amon Feasting the Beast demo. That was the first DSI CD that I picked up. I heard a little bit of Once Upon the Cross from my buddy's brother at the time I was hanging out with back in the day when I was probably 10 years old. He had Once Upon the Cross. So I heard a little bit of it, and from what I remember, I liked what I heard, and I ended up, that was like the only CD at the record store was the Feasting the Beast. I started with that, and then I got into from there a little bit later, because back then, you know, when we're younger and we're listening to all kinds of stuff, we kind of come across different bands, you know, like going through like the thank you lists and things like that, because that's back then, that's all we had. We didn't have the internet and all that stuff to kind of track down and, you know, find these bands to listen to. Like what I used to do, like a lot of people, is just you're at a record store when they were still around, is you look at a logo, and if the logo looked pretty brutal, and same thing with like some of the song titles and the cover art, that kind of thing, you just, you know, hope for the best when you took it home. And that's how I ended up discovering a lot of these bands, is just from that. So yeah, like I say, we didn't have the internet and that kind of thing to really learn about these bands, but I would get kind of sidetracked where I didn't really keep up with DSI's catalog too much. So the album that I ended up picking up later was, I think it was Serpents of the Light. I got that one, and then from there kind of got sidetracked again, and then years later I ended up getting into them again and bought like Legion, and, you know, I started kind of backtracking. Legion was kind of hard to click with, but then like years later, going back and listening to it again, I ended up falling in love with it. Now it's like my favorite album. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where you acquire different tastes along the way, and, you know, your taste buds kind of change as you get older and listen to different stuff. So yeah, I had to get a DSI shirt. That's my only DSI shirt. That's a kick-ass album right there. And then we got Mercyful. These guys are basically, they got like, I want to say 50 to 75% former Origin members. Show you guys the back. So this is the album Wrath Encompassed. I got this in the CD/t-shirt bundle, so this came with that. That's all the song titles. Kick-ass band from Kansas. Those guys are my freaking boys. Check them out. If you guys like that kind of, like the earlier era Origin, like the first couple albums, particularly like Origin's second album, it's like that kind of speed, that kind of chunkiness and technicality. That's what you would find in Unmerciful's music. And if you're a big Suffocation fan, which I am, you'll hear a lot of that influence all over their records. Definitely check it out. I think you guys would be very, very happy with them. And this is Vader. I've been looking for this shirt for quite a long time. This is the updated logo, obviously, from Vader. And this shirt I could never find an original. I mean, there might be a few out there, but you're gonna pay a pretty penny for them, and unfortunately it wouldn't be my size. But I was always hoping a reproduction would happen. Somebody would make a reproduction of this, because I really wanted this shirt back when I first saw Rob Barrett wearing it. on the like when you open up the Vial CD, Cannibal Corpse Vial CD, he was wearing this shirt. And I'm like, man, that's a cool logo. That's a cool. I like that cover. I wonder what they sound like. And then Vader's De Profundis album was the first one I ever picked up, and I got hooked on Vader. You know, like I've always been a big Vader fan. So yeah, fortunately this is kind of recent. They just, you know, along the way, like I'd see one with a red logo, or it wouldn't quite be the design I was looking for, but this is about as close as I was gonna come to finding, you know, like a near original of this shirt, of this print. So I ended up going with this. There's nothing on the back. And that one was a cool find. I'm glad I got that shirt. And then this one right here, got Domination, Morbid Angel. Nothing on the back of this one. So if you look up close, I mean, it's not a super high resolution print of that cover, but it's good enough. I mean, you're far away from somebody, they're not really gonna, like, you know, put you under a microscope and say, hey, that's kind of a shitty design. If they do, you just beat the shit out of them, right? So no, this is a cool shirt. This that was another childhood kind of record for me right there. The first one was Covenant, and then I started getting into that one, and then just manifested in you know, me being a Morbid Angel fan. I got to get a Gateway shirt too. I definitely got to find one for that in my size. This is one of my most recent pickups. This is band Chaos Inception. Some of the members from, if you guys remember, Fleshized are in this band. If you're into Nile, like Hour of Penance, who else do they sound like? That's my phone. We'll get back to you in a minute, bro. So yeah, if you're fans of Nile, Hour of Penance, they got a little bit of like Hate Eternal kind of influence in there too. If you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check this band out. They got a new record coming out this summer too. So thank you, Matt, for sending me that shirt. I really appreciate it. And then this one was a gift from Mike from Blood of the Wolf. This is a shirt that he sent to me. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, because I came across some of Mike's videos on YouTube. Just he's got a really nice Jackson collection, and checking out some of his videos, and I was able to track down his music, and I fell in love with it like right away, like black and death metal kind of vibe, and yeah, I got super hooked on it. So I ended up going to their Bandcamp, and I got everything. I got their whole discography. Really good stuff. So there's that one. And then this is also from Mike, another Blood of the Wolf. This is a long sleeve. This is the only long sleeve in here. This was a Christmas gift from Mike. Thanks again, brother. I really appreciate it, man. Yep. And then Campaign of Extermination on both sleeves. Again, there's the front. Really cool artwork. Really cool artwork. Check them out. All these bands, check them out, guys. And then this one might be a repeat too. I can't quite remember, but it's here. So this is like a coin toss between this and Seasons in the Abyss, is me being my favorite Slayer album of all time. I know that's kind of like, you know, not the norm. I'm kind of different when it comes to that, but this is one of the first Slayer albums I ever heard, and it's gonna hold some extra weight just because I'm gonna be biased with that. This is the first offering I have from Slayer. And yeah, Divine Intervention. I freaking grew up listening to that one, grew up trying to play it on guitar when I was first learning and struggling with it, taking that tablature book and throwing it at the wall because I just get all pissed off and frustrated and say this music's impossible to play, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, that album has a special place in my heart. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's always competing with Seasons in the Abyss for being my favorite album. It can go either way, depending on what day it is. And then right here we got Terrorizer, Grindcore, Fear Napalm. Yeah, sweet band. All these bands are sweet. Then this is a local thrash band. This is Cyanide, not Cyanide. That always comes up. I know the spell check always fixes it, but no, it is Cyanide. So if you guys are into some, you know, like early 80s kind of influenced thrash, like Megadeth and a little bit of Pantera, got some Metallica and Slayer vibes, that kind of thing, check out Cyanide. And then I got another Cyanide that this was a sweatshirt I turned into a sleeveless. So yeah, that's just a logo shirt. And then this is pretty new here, Unleashed, Where No Life Dwells. This is their first album. It kicks freaking ass. Killer Viking metal. just fun riffs all over every album. From Sweden, these guys are freaking badass. And I finally found the right print I was looking for in my size. So yeah, a lot of these shirts, you know, I try to, I just give it time. Eventually somebody will print out a shirt of my size, and then, yeah, when I find what I'm looking for, I pick it up. And this will be second from last right here. This is Obituary, The End Complete. Love Obituary. Love that mid-pace, just heavy, in-your-face sound. Shit is killer, man. And then lastly, this is the one I just got a couple days ago, Sepultura Beneath the Remains. I probably should have got this, or a Sepultura shirt for that matter, a long time ago, but I was a little late to the party getting one, but better late than never, right? So yeah, I got this one. There's nothing on the back, just bare. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, and just keep an eye out, guys. March is coming up. That's when things will start to rebound for my channel. I just kind of chill out in the winter time. I just try to stay busy with doing my drywall and painting, and yeah, just YouTube's slow for whatever reason. I mentioned this in another video that things are just, for whatever reason, slow when it comes to my channel. Every winter time it's always this way, so I don't really put too much effort into it until things pick back up, which coming up in the March, things are going to start turning around. So once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Leave you guys with some horns. Talk to you later. Take care.